Hello, this is Diego Diaz, and I'm going to talk to you about possessive form of a noun. As its name indicates, we use the possessive form to express that something belongs to someone, that someone owns something, or briefly to express possession. When we have a singular noun, we just add apostrophe s and the noun, that is the object that person owns or has. In this case, the singular noun is friend. My friend's elephant. In Spanish would be el elefante de mi amiga. Notice that we don't have the preposition of in the English sentence. When we have a regular plural, we just add apostrophe after the s and then the noun. The regular plural in this case is friends. My friend's elephant. In Spanish would be el elefante de mis amigos. When we have an irregular plural, we add apostrophe s and the noun. Children, irregular plural, so the children's elephant, in Spanish, el elefante de los niños. Notice once again that we don't have the preposition of in the sentence that it is written in English. Something important to point out: when we have a proper noun and a common noun, the structure is going to be different. Look. This to say the elephant that belongs to Fernanda. Fernanda's elephant. Now, the elephant that belongs to the girl's elephant. Notice that when we mention a proper noun, we do not include the article the at the beginning. So, the Fernanda's elephant is incorrect. Holly and Kevin own the elephant. In this case, we have two owners. We could say Holly's and Kevin's elephant, but we can just put it in this way: Holly and Kevin's elephant, putting or adding apostrophe s to the last person mentioned. In this case, Kevin could be Holly, Michael, George, and Kevin's elephant. Yes, so we only add the apostrophe s to the last owner. Alright, so that's fine. But what about nouns that end in s? So we have boss, Chris, witness. It's very simple. We only add apostrophe s to the owner and we continue with the sentence. That witness's testimony was very short. Different pronunciation. Our boss. Normal. But to indicate possession would be our boss's temper is always the same. Is Jose's dress from Italy? Let's make a review in Spanish. First sentence. That witness's testimony was very short. El testimonio de ese testigo fue muy corto. Our boss's temper is always the same. El temperamento de nuestro jefe es siempre el mismo. Is Jose's dress from Italy? ¿El vestido de Joss es de Italia? We use the of pattern when with people. We only use the of pattern with people or when there is a long phrase or a clause. Example: that is the plane of a famous businesswoman from the south of Argentina. Or in the hall, hung the coats of all the nice people attending the reception. Would be very strange to say, for instance, in this first sentence, that is, a famous businesswoman from the south of Argentina's plane. No, for avoiding that, we just use the of pattern. We use apostrophe s with people or animals. That is to say, animate beings. In this case, the parrot's cage, la jaula del loro, mandatory contraction in Spanish of preposition de and article el, del. The Gavir's garden, el jardín de los Gaviria, and his teacher's cousin, el primo de su profesor. Using only apostrophe s with animate beings, we use the of pattern with things, inanimate things, inanimate beings. Let's take a look. The day of the carnival, el día del carnaval. The start of the match, el inicio del juego. The beginning of the term, el comienzo del trimestre, el inicio del trimestre. Notice how the syntax is more similar between English and Spanish. We can also use both patterns with nouns that do not refer directly to people but suggest human activity or organization. For example, nouns referring to places, the rivers of Colombia, or is it possible to say Colombia's rivers too? Companies, the company's head office, or the head office of the company. Newspapers, magazine's political views, or the political views of the magazine. Both ways are possible and correct. Some other uses of the possessive. It can express purpose. Children's playground is a playground for children. You cannot use the customer's car park. En Spanish, no puedes usar el parqueadero para clientes. Tatiana studied at a girls' school. Matthew wants a boy's jacket for Christmas. Boy's jacket meaning a jacket designed for boys. The men's restroom, it is over there. We can use the possessive without a following noun when we talk about someone's home or shop. See ya, I'm going to Michelle's. Can be Michelle's house, Michelle's flat, Michelle's apartment. In Spanish we would say nos vemos. Voy para lo de Michelle. That is a very common use in places as Spain and Argentina. Or we would just say nos vemos, voy a la casa de Michelle, voy al apartamento de Michelle. Is there a hairdresser near here? To indicate a shop. Hairdresser's shop. Luigi's restaurant. Italian food. Do you like Luigi's? Should we go to Luigi's? So it's not necessary to include the following noun. There was a police officer outside the Griffins. Había un agente de policía afuera de la casa de los Griffins. Two nouns together. We often use one noun before another. a tennis club, vitamin pills, a train journey, a phone bill. The first noun modifies the second one. Tell us something about it. What kind it is or what it is for. A tennis club is a club to play tennis. Vitamin pills, pills containing vitamins. A train journey, a journey by train. A phone bill, a bill for using the phone. The first noun is not normally plural and it usually receives the stress. A coffee table, soccer ball, una mesa para tomar café, una pelota de fútbol, security cameras, a war film, cámaras de seguridad, una película de guerra, a gardening book, a crime story, un libro de jardinería, una historia sobre delincuencia, crimen, a health magazine, a chess player, una revista de salud, un jugador de ajedrez, una jugadora de ajedrez, music lovers, a potato peeler, amantes de la música, un pelador de papas, life insurance, 3 glass vases, un seguro de vida, 3 jarrones de vidrio, a plastic bag, a paper cup, una bolsa plástica o bolsa de plástico, una tacita de estas para tomar café, son desechables. Two accident, the investigation teams, 2 accidentes aéreos, los equipos de investigación. Fire alarm, an eye test, alarma de fuego, un examen de la vista, de los ojos. A bookcase, a picture gallery,